Okay, hey guys, we are on the way to our China trip. This year's China trip. Not been to China for more than 3 years, and I'm looking forward to it. We are not going to be there for a very long time, for like 12, 13 days, visit Beijing, Henan, and Xi'an. And right now I'm waiting for Leslie because we need to catch our train, and we're already behind in time, and I'm a bit worried, or very worried, that we might not even catch the train to the airport. So we made it, and we're in the train. We tell them.
I forgot if I close the fridge or not.
Control freak.
But oven is closed.
Should all be fine. Okay, hello folks. We have been to Beijing the first day that we've been to China, and I was really surprised by all these tall new buildings. Right at the place where I worked before, at the Liangmaqiao, they have like 3 new, very modern looking, big buildings, and one of them I saw being in construction when I still lived here in Beijing. But I didn't imagine it to be like this modern, spacey looking kind of building. And it seems to be a bank kind of building, which many of those really big and expensive modern new buildings are like skyscrapers. This one is not really a skyscraper if you want so, but still a pretty big building. Okay, and yeah, we went to Jackie Chan's restaurant. It's like a restaurant chain, probably all over China, and with some Cantonese food, but also Chinese dishes. And right after, we only spent in Beijing for like 1 day, and then we went to Henan, central China, where my wife Leslie has her family, and we are now here in their house, in their home area. Yesterday we had some dinner with their family, and but the tricky thing before I came here was I arrived at the county border, and there was like a toll system for the highway, and right after the police stopped us and let me step out just because I'm a foreigner. Yeah, so as they told us, or my family told me, it's because they assume I might be a person from Xinjiang, which is the Muslim part here of China, and there have been some also terror attacks and attacks in general from the minority in other provinces. And this is the explanation they gave. It seems there even has been an attack here in this very county we are now, that my parents-in-law are living in. So you can understand from that point of view, and I don't mind the check. What I do mind is that I had to stay there like for half an hour, even though I have German passport, so they can see that I'm German. Then why you keep me there for half an hour? Yes, maybe, I'm trying to look more southern. I grew a beard, I have longer hair, and have a chain here, so I don't look this German. I have a more leisure type of look. So that's surely true. But if you have a passport, I think there's no country in the world where you have to wait because they assume you're someone that you're not. However, it was not that big of a problem. And yeah, we had a nice day yesterday. Leslie's family is taking care of me very well. They have a nice house here, and we, yeah, are now looking forward to have some more things to do. We want to visit some places, and we can tell you later.
每一次都在徘徊孤单中坚强，每一次就算很受伤也不闪泪光。我知道我一直有双引擎的翅膀。
One thing you can notice is that the house of my parents-in-law is really pretty. You see, you saw the inside with all kinds of decorations, and you have it in white and gold outside here. And many of the other buildings haven't been built ready yet. I think not every family has the money to build a pretty big house, but it's not only that. I think I've been told that the government is planning to build a highway here, and that's why they want to tear this whole place down, the whole village, and give everybody some money. So I believe many families heard of that, and they stopped the building. As you can see here, some windows are missing in some of the buildings, and so on. So this, of course, is not a very good condition to build your house and spend a lot of money on it right now. They're gonna lose some money on that, which is pretty sad. But yeah, that's how things are.
一次，就算很受伤也不闪泪光。我知道，我一直。
So this is the village of Leslie, my wife, in Henan, and you can see some of the older buildings, but they also have a lot of newer buildings. Leslie's parents also had a so-called Siheyua, like 3 little houses with a little yard inside, and they exchanged that for a larger building, which was what I already said will be torn down now in favor of the highway and the traffic system here. So this here is the field with wheat they are grown, as you can see. And what I learned earlier already, and what is quite interesting, is the fact that the field also has these little hills here, which are graves of their ancestors. And I won't get any closer because it's not really wanted to take videos of ancestors here in Asia. They are still believing in ghosts and everything. But it's quite interesting that they are having them close by here on the field where people are still working, and once a year they come here to honor and think and pray for their ancestors and relatives who lay here. So, and what they do at Tomb Sweeping Day, I believe, maybe also at other celebration days, so for New Year, I think, they come and they burn money for their ancestors. Not real money, but like paper money. I think it has been blessed, and you can buy it actually, and then it is believed that the money goes into the other world, into the world of the dead, and can help out the relatives who have passed away already. Interesting, and I feel honored that my relatives shared these things with me, and these habits and traditions. And I'm gonna take a further look down the road what is there. So I took a flight with my drone, which was really fun. Just need to get some better places, better sceneries. But it's very difficult here in China because you always have people around, and I don't want them to be staring and complaining, and this might happen very quickly because I mean, I can understand if someone is flying in my backyard. I'm also a little concerned, and no one did so far. So, giving credits to people here in Henan. We're all quite friendly so far, and yes, now I'm on the way back to Leslie's house, Leslie's family's house, and we're gonna go for dinner. As far as I understand, I can imagine they're already waiting for me, which is not so good, I believe. Another one passing by. So yeah, what I wanted to say is you've seen these empty buildings before, you know. So one reason here might be that in this area they want to build another highway, some kind of highway system, it seems. Whatever they want to build here, so they're going to need the land and they're going to destroy many of the buildings, and that's probably one reason why many of the houses here are empty. But if you drive through China, you will see many of these areas, especially in remote areas and on the countryside. You have many empty houses. Here you have one just like that in the back. You don't know if you can see it very well, but none of the windows have glasses. You see, it's just the raw building, the raw structure. And another reason, I assume and I believe from what I heard in China, is that in order to get a Chinese wife, you're supposed, doesn't always work, but you're supposed to own a house for you and your wife and your future family already when you go into the marriage. And I don't have one, so Leslie and I have a so-called naked wedding. We had one, so it means I did not bring a house into the marriage, which is kind of a shame from a Chinese standpoint. But if you see these empty houses, and you see they are not very pretty, and what are they good for? So in a way it's a good tradition because you want to have a stable environment for your family, but it's maybe also a little exaggerated, and that might be another big reason why you have so many empty buildings here. But yeah, overall you can say China's growing very fast still, although the growth declined a lot. And so where's growth, there's also change, and with change comes these kind of buildings that are being raised very quickly and sometimes being torn down quickly as well.